Hi. If you've been watching me for a while, then you know that I have done a lot of things in my past that I hate. So first, let's start with blackface. Blackface was something that I did a lot. Like, I did it a lot on my channel. And there's no excuse for it. There's literally no excuse. I made a video 6 years ago talking about it, and I gave excuses, and I knew it was wrong, and I knew I would never wanted to do it again, but I didn't do the work. I didn't actually look into the history of it and why it's so wrong and why people were so upset. Because my excuse, I was just being funny. I love black people. I'm not racist. I was trying to be funny. All of that is stupid and wrong. And I put that onto the internet as an adult. And that is insane. I can tell you this, I don't have hate for any race or any people with weight issues or any of that, special needs. I don't have hate in my heart for anyone. There is no excuse for it. But it doesn't make up for the fact that I made jokes about everyone. And some of the jokes were way too far. When I really looked into the history of blackface, I looked into it years ago, and it obviously disgusted me, made me sick. I felt awful. But even at that time, I still was being ignorant. And I was saying in my head, well, but I didn't do that. And there is no excuse for it. And I think I was taking everything as an attack. So speaking of Francesca, there is something on Twitter right now that people are sharing. And I got a text about it today. And my heart completely broke. And it was from my podcast from 5 years ago. Now, in the clip, I am talking about, the segment was about murder fantasies. Like, is there somebody that you really hate or you're mad at? And, have you ever fantasized about murdering them? And how would you do it? That podcast is a source of so much awful shit for me, so many regrets for me. Like, it just got to a point where I'm happy it ended because I wasn't even myself. There is no excuse for it. It was at a time when I was making a movie and I was constantly on the defensive. I felt attacked all the time and there's no excuse for it, which is stupid. I shouldn't have felt like that. And it got so bad that, I don't know, it almost made me want to make the jokes crazier, to make everything crazier, almost like as a, screw you, I'm just gonna make it crazier. And that's one reason it's hard for me to watch that movie, because I would never make a movie like that now. Ever in my whole life. There were so many offensive jokes in it that were so cheap and shitty and stupid. And there was a woman involved who was constantly giving me criticism and telling me that I needed to stop making so many offensive jokes. And the reason I was so upset wasn't just because of that. There's so many other reasons. I mean, this person really tried to, I don't know, there was a lot. They tried to ruin my relationship. It was a lot. I had a lot of anger for this person. So that anger is gone, by the way. It's all gone. And I'm so sorry to her. And I'm sorry to Francesca. And I should have never talked about anybody like that ever. My childhood, my past, I've had a lot of pain. I've had a lot of bad things happen to me. I've had a lot of issues with my family. And there is no excuse took that pain and I turned it into jokes. And I think instead of joking about them so much, I probably should have just went to therapy earlier and talked about them. Even I saw a vlog clip of me and my cousin who was, I don't know, probably 12 or 13 at the time. And we were, I was doing the birds and the bees talk.
Dude, what the fuck?
Dumb, gross shit. And I remember a few years ago, I reached out to her mom, my aunt, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I can't believe I did this. Like, this is insane. I can't believe I talked to, my cousin like that. And, she was like, oh my God, we know. It's okay. It was funny. Like, we all thought it was funny. Like, that's just how our family is. So I kind of took that as like, okay, well, then I don't need to apologize for it. And there is no excuse for it.